Welcome back, Travel Bug, to another video. Thank you for tuning in. I hope that you will get a lot of nuggets from this one today because the holidays are coming and people are going to be traveling, and I hope you will be. So I wanted to show like all the items that I have that are in my arsenal for travel. And if you need to gift someone something tangible that they would use over and over again, then these items are stuff that you should start stocking up on. I would have a link on my website that you can go to if you want to see the full list and if you want to click on it and purchase some items. These are affiliate links, so just remember that if you click on my links, you'll be supporting this channel and my business. So thank you very much. So I have them divided up into categories, and that's the way I typically pack anyway. So they are travel essentials. These are items that I almost always take with me. And then depends on where I'm going. Is it a cruise? Then there are specific items that I take when I'm going cruising. Is it a tropical vacation? Then there are specific items that you take. And if you've watched my Alaska video, then you know that there are items also that you would have to add in to your essential travel items. And then I think about security when I travel by myself. There are certain things that I have to take with me so that I know that I'm protected in case of any emergencies. There's health, so medicines that you take for cruising, for just general travel. And of course, my technology, because I have technology. And also there are some technology items that could also be a safety item. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to show you guys what I have, and we'll come back after that. Okay, so this is my travel essentials. It doesn't matter where I'm going. These are all going with me. My number one item is my fanny pack. My daughter hates it, but I absolutely love it. Now, let me preface this by saying that I am not a fashion traveler. I travel for comfort and I travel for systems and what works for me. And so while everyone else is probably traveling with those duffel bags, I find that to be very uncomfortable. And even my backpack that I will show you guys, I'm also looking for a different one that has the waist belt, because I need something that would support my back and my shoulders. I travel only with backpacks. I don't do duffel bags. And of course, you guys know, or you should know, or you will learn that I try to be a carry-on only traveler. So anything that can hold more than just one thing is what I want. So why I love this fanny pack. And I also, so I can't find this particular one, but whatever I link is comparable to this. It has lots of pockets. So right here is usually where I put like my quick reach medicines. This is where I would put a bunch of stuff. As you can see, I still have change in it. And this main compartment has pens, and it holds everything in here. And I always have a pen in my zipper in the middle because it's easy to reach. And I love that it has a zipper in the back where if I'm by myself, this is where my passport goes. So you can wear it as a fanny pack or as a crossbody. And it's good to take it out once you get to your location. It also works as a purse. So this is my, no matter where I'm going, stuff that goes with me. Obviously, another one is a liquids bag. And so something that's clear, I only put the liquids in here because when you get to certain airports, they want you to take your liquids out. So this is small. I usually just put it right at the top of my backpack, and I can always just get it out and put this through the conveyor. Passport holder. I don't always put my passport in here, but I have it with me because depending on where you're going, sometimes you have to turn in your passport to a cruise ship or some hotels. So to differentiate my passport from everybody else's passport, I then will put this in here. But when you're going through TSA, I don't have it in here because a lot of the times the security, they'll tell you to take it out, and it's a pain in the butt to take it out while you're going through security. I recently incorporated a lock to my suitcase because I don't have a suitcase that has a built-in lock right now. So this comes in handy, and make sure that it does have this on it, because then TSA, if they do need to get in your bag, they know that they don't have to break it. They can always open this. And because I'm a one carry-on only in my backpack, I have 2 sets of packing cubes that I use. It depends on what I'm packing and how it fits. These are the compression ones, and the compression ones, basically when you put your items in, you have a second zip that takes all the air out of it. So it allows you to pack more but in less space. I typically would have this small size, and both of them come with the same small size. I usually will have the small size in my backpack, which would have a change of clothes, pajamas, socks, because I can't sleep without socks. So I always make sure I have that. And this one is the Clearview one. So this does not compress. It has breathability, and it shows you what you have in it. And the bigger ones are the ones that I usually will put my bulkier items in. Recently, and this is twofold, I started using the RFID pouch for my passport, and it has zippers for you to put like a credit card or something. But I only use this when I'm traveling with the kids because it can hold up to 3 passports. I tried it. So it can hold up to 3 passports. And then the back is just a mesh. So the back is not RFID, but the front is. So my husband has one, and I have one. And eventually these will be for the kids so that they can start holding their own passport. But it also protects it so they can't do, it's RFID, so you can't use the readers to get through it. I always have a water bottle, so for me that's a travel essential, and it's in better days, of course. I always have in my suitcase and in my backpack Apple ID that you can sync to your phone. If you have Android, I believe there's another version that you can use for Android, but this is always on my suitcase. So if at the last minute I have to check in my bag, I can track my bag. And I've had to use this twice already when my bags were left behind at my originating airport. So I was able to check it to make sure that it finally did get on the plane to get to me. I always have Castile soap, and I'm actually trying to find this in a solid version because this takes up space in my liquids bag. So I always have Castile soap because I like to wash my underwear. As I wear it, I don't like to keep it and let it sit. So I always have this to wash, and I'm trying to find it in a small solid, not a big bar soap, but like a small solid section. So I always have this, and because I travel carry-on only, if I'm somewhere where I could do laundry, this also comes in handy because this can go in the machines. I always have a poo-pourri spray because if you know, you know. I always have Lysol spray, not for disinfecting, but I also use it just to spray the room if my poo-pourri ends. But I've also realized that this takes up space in my luggage, so this is what I only took this for the bathroom the last time. I left this at home, but then I doubled up on the wet wipes, the antibacterial wipes, and disinfecting wipes to go, and also for cleaning up shout. So these are always in my bag. This I put also in here in my fanny pack because when I get on the plane, everything is in here that I can access quite easily. So I don't have to go in my backpack for anything, unless if I have to take my laptop out. but 10 out of 10 times I have not taken my laptop out to work. And so that's that. Recently, I incorporated these into my medicine pouch. I can go through this later on for another video or something. But I recently incorporated these into my medicine pouch. This DioRescue comes with this container. Now, I did not take this container because I can always just use a glass or something to do the measurements. But it comes with this. This is Travelon, and in my links, I couldn't. This seems to be out on Amazon. It's out of stock, so I don't have a link for this, but I do for this. This has come in so handy because I like to eat with the locals, and eating with locals sometimes means that it's not the best sanitary situation. So you take one of these before you eat, and it helps with your stomach. But if you do find yourself with upset stomach, then that's when this comes in. So I've recently added that to my arsenal. So these are my essentials no matter where. This is my other section. So this is a couple of sections. So as I said before, in my fanny pack, this is what I will take. I always take if I'm flying. So these are airplane essentials. And let me back up. This is my cell phone holder with the string when I travel now. And I guess it has become an essential for me because I even use it if I'm going to like a concert or an event, a big event here at home. Because I have gotten my phone stolen when I put it in my purse while I was traveling. And so this prevents that because it's always around my neck. Yes, it looks silly, and I probably could get one with like a fancier string, but this one is, I like it because of how long it gets. I can make it as long as I want, and I usually wear it as a crossbody. I can make it as long as I want, so that's pretty long. Or if I want it really close to me, I make it as short as I want. And it also works when I put it on my selfie stick. So it's hanging on my selfie stick. So let's say I drop my selfie stick, I can easily just grab my phone as the selfie stick is falling down. Or if I put it down somewhere, I can still have this string. Like if I put my selfie stick down, I can have the string around my arm as I'm taking pictures or recording so that no one grabs my phone. But this is also a travel essential that I can add to that first list. Okay, so if I'm flying, these are my airplane essential scale. Because if I'm doing carry-on only, I still want to know that my bag is not going to be too heavy in case, they have to put it up. Or I check in my bag at the last minute because I don't want to carry it. Then I need to make sure that I know what the weight of my bag is. And this just stays in my suitcase. When I'm on the plane, if I have the kids with me, I give them this to sit their phone on so they can watch videos. I also have this one that you can latch onto the table in front of you, and it moves. And so it can extend. I really like this one, but it is a little bit bulky, so I may start traveling with this. But I've seen some other ones that I may try to use. I might upgrade to. Oops. But these are in the plane, and also with my fanny pack, I have my wipes and everything. This is a safety item, so this is plane/safety. I have a whistle, and I leave it with my TSA approved scissors. It comes with a plier. It comes with a plier, a scissors, because it's always good to have a scissors with you. You never know when you have to use it. And a nail file. Where is it? I always forget how to take the nail file out, but oop, don't want to break my nail. But there's a nail file in here. So because not everyone really knows about this, when I'm traveling, I always have it in this pouch with my sewing kit. And this I hook onto my backpack. So when I'm going through security, and if they want to ding it, and sometimes I take it out out of the out, because I have a carabiner and I clip it to my bag like this. Sometimes I just take it out of the carabiner, put it on the in the basket with my phone. So if they ding it, they can easily take it out. They don't have to go searching in my backpack for it. They can take it out, they can look at it and see that there's nothing in it that can harm anyone. And with that, I go to safety. When you are in a hotel, when I'm by myself, I usually put this in the door. I have this other one also, but then funny story. So I'm in Orlando and I'm by myself, and I used this for a couple of nights. I didn't read the instructions because I forgot to put the batteries in it. So my husband joined me, and that night someone actually tried to get in our room. So it was under the door, and I think it was about 2 o'clock in the morning. And you could hear like someone is trying to open the door. And I was like, oh, don't worry, we have the lock underneath the door. I said, the alarm would go off. And so, I mean, the person, they were just drunk, and so they never got in our room. But then the next morning, my husband picked it up, and he was like, oh, it's very light. Did you add the batteries in it? There were no batteries. So because I also don't want to have to worry about carrying a battery, I just take this one and not this one. And so this one also goes in this pouch, and it fits in there like so. So when I'm going through security, all my huge medals are in here. And then once I'm done with security, sometimes I take it out of the carabiner and put it back in my backpack, or I just leave it and let it hang out there. So technology, of course, I have my phone, but I always have this adapter with me as a port to be able to charge more, because you can use it in the US, Australia, UK, and Europe. And so I always have this in my technology bag anyway. So I guess it's a technology essential, because I use these ports to charge my devices. And so always have an adapter with you. And it comes in handy with this cord. It's a multi-prong cord, so it has the main one that I put in here, because sometimes some hotels don't have anything close to your bed, and this is pretty long. Oops, take this out. It's pretty long, so it could reach a little bit further, and it has these 3 connections. It does not have a connection for an iPhone, because when it comes to charging my iPhone and my watch, I use this. So then this connects to that, and this is by the bed, and I charge my watch and my phone on like this. And I usually have something for my GoPro. I would have the batteries. This is the battery for my GoPro. I'll have the batteries charging because I use that all the time. Or let's say I've used my external charger. This is pretty big. You don't need something this big. And I may get a smaller one for when I'm going out and about in town, because this is pretty heavy. I charge this all from this one connection. And if I have another cord, I put it right here and while I'm charging. So these are typically, other than my phone and my selfie stick, which is what I'm using right now, these are my technology essentials. If I'm going to a tropical place, I always have fan. I have several different types of this. Like my husband has the black one that's just one piece. This is for the kids so they don't lose it. and I've actually put their names on behind on it because they fight over the fans. I have this kind. I have this one. This one that you can also use to charge your phone. And when all technology fails, I got this years ago. I have a paper one. Not a paper, but a pop-up one that I just use. And this folds pretty small. I don't even know if you can buy these individually, but if I can find it, I'll link it. And I have this. So you're doing water sports. I forgot one thing to bring out, but that's okay. I'll have the link in there. I have a waterproof fanny pack that I wear if I'm going to be in the pool all the time. So my phone and my ID and sometimes my passport if I'm going on an excursion and I don't want to take the other item I'm going to show next. But, you know, these phone cases, this one is the fluffy one. It's a little softer, but I find this to be hard to use, but it floats. This one doesn't. And this one comes with a strap that you can put in your arm so you don't have to carry it on your neck. So many different options out there. Just make sure you have something, because I've seen people holding their phone above their head when they get in the pool or when they're doing anything that involves water. If you were watching the news recently in, I think that was in Italy, they were in the gondola and they would not sit, and so the boat capsized, and so you see this one lady holding her phone up as she is trying to get out of the water. You don't want to wet your phone, so just always have something like this or the fanny pack, and I'll probably just pop up a picture or something of the one that I have that's waterproof. Now, if I'm doing a full-on water excursions, I have several of these wet sacks. These fold like this. This one has the strap, so you carry it as a crossbody. And this one I love even more because it has this waterproof zipper. And you know it's waterproof because the zipper closes completely. So you don't have to worry about carrying. You can tell I've used them too much. But it does weigh a little bit, so I have another one that's smaller than this, but doesn't come with a zipper. Now, let's say you're not doing any kind of water sports, but you want to make sure that, you know, your swimsuit does not wet your bags when you're packing. This is where these lighter ones come in. And this is the Cedar Summit, because I also use this when I camp. So these are also stuff that it's not just for traveling, but it's stuff that I use in my everyday life. So same thing, they come in different sizes. I have the 3-pack. So there's a smaller one, a bigger one, and then this is the mid section. So these don't have the carabiner to carry it, but you could just hook it with a carabiner in your bag. But it's waterproof on the inside. So that is this. Next, I'm going to show my cruise ship. You know, if you're cruising, some of the things that I take that I consider essentials. So you're cruising, what are some essentials that I would say you need to add to your packing? Over the door organizers. You'll be amazed at how useful this thing is. And I have a video of organization in a cruise ship. So I'll put that video together and you guys can find it here. But then you'll see how I use this. But over the door organizer is a must for organizing. Another must for a cruise ship is 99% of all the cruise ships, the walls are all metal because, you know, that's how they're built. So magnetic clips. So you can clip, if they have paper, you can clip the paper. You can leave notes on the clips. And magnetic hooks. Ooh. These come detached. Ooh, taking a while. Okay. And so you have to put it together. And I believe these hold up to 10 pounds. So you could put them in the ceiling to hang stuff. I use them on the walls so I can hang all my scarf. I put one by my bed head, but magnetic hooks and clips a must. Non-surge protector extension cord, a must, because they never seem to have the plugs in the right place. And if it is, what I found is it just doesn't work because over time they just wear out. So the one that does work, you want to be able to reach it so that you can have a cord that gets to your bedside. This one is 15 feet, and I found it that it could barely work for my husband on the last trip that we took. Dramamine, motion sickness patches, ginger gum, ginger tea, anything that you can use to help with motion sickness, get it. I used the patch on this last trip just because I wanted to try it, because I've now developed motion sickness if I'm looking down at my phone and there's a lot of movement. So I can't look at my phone if I'm a passenger in the car. So I should be wearing one of these every day. But I like not being on my phone, even if I'm not the one driving. So motion sickness patch. Dramamine, of course, but you have to take it before you start getting sick. And I think people wait too long, too late. There are gums, there are teas that you can help. A must for cruising. This is the fanny pack I mentioned earlier. It's waterproof. It has a seal. Oh, has a lot of sand in it. And so it has three seals. 1, 2, 3. So you put your stuff in, you seal all of this, and then you roll it up before you put the Velcro. Now, this is not something that you need to access every few minutes. So I don't put my phone in here. My phone then goes in the phone pouch. Because this would have my ID, sometimes my passport, money that I need if I'm going on an excursion, and this goes around my waist. So waist fanny pack, a must if you're on a cruise or if you're tropics, excursions, everything. So for a cruise, you need, for the cruise lines that still gives you a card, you need a lanyard that will hold your card. And this one stretches so that when you're paying for something, you don't have to take it off. You could just stretch it and give it to the bartender. Now, for the one-off, this is not a must because, as you can see, it's big. But all it is open that. It's a humidifier, and it has different lights that you plug in with USB. And so it gives you light in the room if the room is too dark or the cabin is too dark, and it helps with my nasal drainage at night. So I put water in here, and it works for about 5 hours or so. And another thing that I always have is little lights in case it's too dark. So I put this in the bathroom. But I also don't take this all the time with me, because if it's a summer cruise, then I could just open the door to let some fresh air in, and then just put one of these in the bathroom, because you don't want to have to walk in there and you have to use the bathroom in the middle of the night and it's pitch black and your kids have to go to the bathroom and and then they have to wake you up because they can't see where they're going and that. And an additional item to add to my safety, this is a RFID card protector. So I have my card in this, my credit card and my ID, and that would go in like my fanny pack. But this is also something as a tip that I've started using in my daily life now, because of the fact that, well, I don't know if it's a fact, but that's what's going around, that now they have the card readers that they could just put by your wallet or by your, in the back of your pants for men. and decorated. So now we just put our cards in one of these. Last but not least, I have 2 travel backpacks. Let's start with this one first. This one is a Swiss Gear because I like this because it has lots of pockets and it can stretch. Again, I'm not fond of checking my bags, so I need a bag that can carry more than just my cute stuff. So this is where I put my liquids, my toiletry, my small, my small packing cube that has my overnight stuff, or at least pajama stuff in case my bags get lost, that it's in here if I have to check it in. It has 2 water pockets. One I use for my external charger, and as you can see, this is a long cord to charge my phone, and I put that in here. It has the suitcase pouch. It has places for carabiners in the front, but it's full of storage, and these are not small pockets either. These are big pockets. I like the snap, and it has this main compartment that has storage in here, and this is where you can put your external charger. Has pockets, lots and lots of pockets. And this up top is where I put my sunglasses. And your laptop goes in the back. So, and it opens all the way for the area, the security sections where you don't have to take your laptop out of the sleeve. I just put this on the conveyor, open it up, and my laptop is right here. So then I don't have to take it out. So I love this bag because of that. But again, because it has so many pockets, I tend to use it too much. So the one thing it does not have that I want is the strap for the belt strap. So it doesn't have that. So that's what I'm looking for right now. I love these loops up here because this is where my GoPro usually sits. And it does not, you don't sweat because of the airflow in the back. So I love this bag and I love traveling with it. So between this and my carry-on, I'm good. My other bag is for when I'm going to conferences and I have to take more than one thing around, and I have to carry it around with me, like my laptop and all that stuff. So this has wheels on it. So let's say I take this and I just take a small bag. This has wheels on it because then I can use it as my carry-on and I can have another bag. It has a hidden pocket back here. I almost find it to be useless, but it's there. So not only is it a carry-on because it has the extended, you can extend this to push it, to roll it. You can also carry it as a backpack. So back here, it has the straps that you can take out and they clip, they clip down here. And not only do you have a rolling carry-on, but now you have a backpack if you want to carry it. Now you can still roll it with the backpack extension out. Just tie this because my arms are, because my shoulder is small, these straps hang at the bottom and they get caught on the wheel. So then I just tie this if I'm going to be rolling it with the backpack extension out. So again, lots of pockets with organization. I always have pins in my bags. lots of organization. And as you can see, I leave my wipes and everything in here. This one opens all the way. So if you want to, you could just put your laptop in here. Oops. You could put your laptop in here, and if you're going through security and you don't want to take everything out, you just open it all the way. And last but not least, this section opens up for, this is the actual laptop section, but I don't do this because if you open it like this, you can easily take it out, but you can put your packing cubes here and it has a connection. So that's why I love this. So each bag serves a different purpose, but at the same time, if I do carry them both as a backpack, I don't have a belt strap. And so that's what I'm looking for right now. It's a bag that can do almost all of this, but with a belt strap. And as you can see, big pockets on the side. This does not have the external charger, which is fine. Okay, so that's it for all of my stuff. And there you have it. All the items that I have that I think will make a great gift for someone who likes to travel, who is new to travel, that would help them make their transition and make their trip a easy one and smooth and comfortable. However, just like I tell my children, travel is not just about the things that you buy to make you travel. I believe that gifting someone the experience of travel is worth more than any of the items that I just listed. You can travel without any of that stuff, but the experience is what is going to be the most memorable item that you can gift someone. So if you are thinking about gifting someone travel, you can contact me. I am a travel agent. Go to my website, www.sunreemanagement.com, and fill out an inquiry form so that I can help you gift travel to the one person or to the family. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you can catch my next video. Happy travels!